All right, ladies and gentlemen, a fresh best of 3 for the IEM Korea Taipei qualifiers. I'm Rifkin, joined tonight on the cast by Axiom's Crank. And, well, we have 2 fantastic players in front of us. Spotting him in the top right corner of the map, he's just recently joined Samsung Galaxy. It's the Red Terran player, Journey.
Ooh.
That sounds like a ghost. That didn't sound like cheers, that sounded like a ghost. Are you saying he's gonna die, Crank?
Maybe. Okay, here is Protoss player Junior SOS.
I was gonna say SOS is worth $100,000 at least, right? So gotta get those dollar signs rolling. Journey's gonna have a hard time. This is not gonna be an easy match, but he did dismantle Emotion, and what I liked about his series versus Emotion was he did pretty much everything mechanically correct versus a Protoss. Like everything you would theorize to do correctly, Journey did. That being said,
yeah.
SOS does play the game a little bit differently and can play very scary.
Yeah, that's why Journey is opening 12-12 open Reaper instead of 15 gas Hellion, just like he did at Emotion, because he wants to scout with the Reaper what SOS is doing. So yeah, SOS is not a solid player actually. He's not like Rain or Jest, but he is kind of smart or genius. Like he's in his pocket. He has many strategies.
Yeah, I mean, we all kind of joke around about cannons with SOS, and we saw it in WCS, and of course, once again in IEM, but yeah, he's a guy where if you do see him play, he never really plays the same way twice. I don't think we'd ever see SOS do like two base Colossus all-ins 2 games in a row type thing. So that is going to be one really big advantage for him, and emphasizes even more just how big of a deal scouting with this Reaper is going to be. I mean, this initial fight, really, he's not going to see anything important with his first scout, but it's that 7-minute scout, the 6-minute scout with that Reaper that's going to be really important. So, even might get a Zealot for free in the middle of the map. I was looking for pylons instead. Not a bad choice, I guess.
Yeah, when Terran players see Zealot, they always trying to be safe against the Zealot Stalker Mothership Core push. But the way SOS playing is that he doesn't make a Stalker. He just trying to show to Terran, oh, I make a Zealot. You have to be prepared about my Stalker too, something like that.
This is some really smart moves out of SOS too.
Yeah.
For those who don't know why this is going so awkwardly, there's these bushes that give high ground vision, so Journey can't actually see through that to attack the Zealot until he gets inside the bushes, and by then he's in melee range. So not super fun to deal with, and a really smart way for SOS to keep that Zealot alive.
So normally Terran doesn't build Bink at this time, but since Journey saw his Zealot, he has to prepare about Stalker too, so that's why he built a bunker before second battle, third battle. So SOS strategy work now very well. And he even harass his SCV like this.
Yeah. Zealots in the natural being annoying. Reaper,
Yeah.
let's get that bunker to hide in it. The Marines, of course, a little bit hesitant to come down here because he's without the Mothership Core going back towards the main, but no workers lost, nobody dead. Zealot's gonna be the first thing to die. First blood.
And Johnny also played very well. Like SOS trying to scout Terran's base with his Mothership Core, but he denied with his Marines. So he doesn't know if he goes 3 Rex or Factory.
That was a really nice time on those Marines too. 2 Marines can't stop a Mothership Core, but those 2 that spawned like as they came out, pretty perfect on timing. Well, Stimpak's on the way, and Reaper is sadly going to be denied a little bit. We talked a little, it's I don't know what your thoughts are on this, but I feel like scouting information, like, it's always important, but the emphasis on it really starts shifting as the game goes on. Like for the Terran player, it's really important to know if it's Blink or Colossus or straight to High Templar. But then later on, it becomes more about the Protoss player. He needs to know where the drops are coming from, where the attack is. I really like how that changes as the game goes on. It doesn't just stay static. Like one person has to always scout and the other can play blind. His CV's coming for the... He wants some action. Go back home, dude. You should mine. Help. There you go. But it is going to be Blink out of SOS. Now, he didn't dump a ton of Chrono Boosts in this, and we don't have 7 extra gateways thrown down or anything, so this is just kind of like regular Blink, pair up with this Colossus to come down a little bit later. In fact, there we go, Robobay as I say it. Boo.
Yeah, Johnny really likes to play with being blind. Like, he doesn't use scan at all, just to build a turret and then try to keep his Marines in his main. But actually, SOS is playing just Blink Stalker with Observer and Colossus. So, which means, for you guys, it's not a good, play style because it's kind of like gamble.
It is really risky, yeah.
Yeah.
But it's one of those things too, where if the gamble pays off, it's really worth it because you've sat back and you've gotten a lot more for it. Ooh, gets the Observer on top of the Stalker fight.
Yeah.
That was really nice. With the bio here, sadly, he can't quite reach this. Stim's just now finished, so if he sits in the bushes, he can certainly take a fight. Maybe bait SOS into him, but at the same time, SOS doesn't really want to reveal Blink just yet, so playing it really safe.
Yeah, but Johnny already lost many Marines, and his HP is kind of low. So even though his two medivac is ready, he cannot deny SOS third because he already hit many times.
Yeah, and his own third's not there either. Picks up another Observer. This is really nice. Stim to get out of here. Oh, he saw the Blink though. Goes for the pounce on the attack. That's a really nice move. There might not be Marauders here anymore, but Marines while Stim can do a lot of damage, and quite a few of these Stalkers start going down.
That's good micro. Oh,
well, it was good micro. I don't know. I'd say that trades out pretty evenly. I mean, a little bit worse for Journey because Terran player is more supply dependent on his army value, but at the same time, SOS trades out a lot of Stalkers for what is mostly just mineral-based Marines. You know, gas for minerals.
But the most important thing is that Johnny doesn't scout his third yet. He's guessing, but he's not sure.
Well, got a scan going down. Looking forward to, looking for another Observer. You're right though about playing blind. By the way, look at this. I mean, if you look at Journey's vision, he has seen nothing but 2 assimilators. Sorry, 1 assimilator. Pardon me, and a gateway. I mean, really no vision on his opponent at all. And for the sake of the game, I mean, you can play like this for a time, but it's getting to that timing, you know, coming up on the 13-minute, 12-minute mark, where he needs to know whether he needs Vikings or whether he needs Ghosts. And this is going to be a really big deal going to this mid-game. So for Journey right now, he's not scared yet, but he should be getting scared very soon. Oh, I like this move. You don't really see a lot of priority on it. The Gravitic Boosters, not Gravitic Drive. This increases the speed of Observers, not War Prisms. Oh, SOS will see this with that Watchtower. He saw the 4 medevacs.
It's not better to go, I guess. Yeah.
Okay, so it's kind of risky. I think if Journey knew for sure that there's no way he would have got scouted, he still would have gone for it. But as everything goes back towards the main, he heads towards the 3rd.
Oh, that's nice spot.
Yeah, this is going to be the Photon Overcharge. I think he'll still be able to get the Nexus, right? If he just focuses and kites. I mean, he'll have to run away from the Stalkers a little bit, but the Nexus, never mind. Not quite going to go down. Goes for the Mothership Core. It's a lot of army trade out for Stalkers, though. Journey gives away his entire army.
It seems to be good spot, but actually SOS got many points at that fight. Like now he has more army, and his upgrade or his Colossus is more like ahead.
Yeah, he's got extended thermal lance. He's got blink. His 1/1 is way ahead of what Journey's only got +1 weapons, no armor upgrades. Did he only go for 1 engineering bay? Oh, he only went for 1 engineering bay. No armor yet either. Journey's upgrades are going to suck this game, quite frankly. But the consequence of this is he gets a lot more army value for it. The faster 3rd, the heavier emphasis on the medevacs. I mean, this is all at the cost of his upgrades, but we'll see if this will buy him enough. There's a lot of Widow Mines, though. Playing really Widow Mine heavy. Oh, but he walks him into Colossus. No!
Oh, 4 mines? Wow, what a
Not a single shot.
Yeah.
Oh, not a single shot. That sucks. That really sucks. Because that would have cleared out Zealots. That would have cleared out some of the Stalkers if they had blinked on top of the army. But now he's got almost nothing to deal with this. The Stalkers going to take out this Viking so quickly. These Colossus are going to be the scariest damn things for Journey. And SOS is just marching with his force. It's not even the craziest, biggest Protoss army you've ever seen, but Journey can't actually deal with it head on.
This is a really good time to attack for SOS because he killed many Medivac, which means Johnny is actually has to make Medivac, so he doesn't have enough Viking. Look at this, he has only 5 Vikings when SOS has 5 Colossus now.
Yeah.
So that pressure play was awesome, and then he also saved his army because he just pressure and then back, so he has to make Viking more.
I like this too though, because a lot of the times you see that Protoss death ball, right? Like you don't see these tactics where you pressure, disengage, trade, disengage, but Journey has been getting the worst end of every attack this game. Woodamine's gonna go off on a couple of zealots, but is there no concussive shells? Oh, there's no concussive shells even for the Marauders. So no slow. Gonna make it hard to kite. Let's actually get to the natural base while this goes on. Not a lot of SCVs are dead yet, but it did kill a couple. Looks like the turret's gonna go down. What's the zealot doing? Okay. His only goal was to kill the turret. After that, he was done. Hands in the air. Fuck this.
So far, SOS plays is all like perfect on this map. Cause I can guess because he practiced a lot on this map for playing against Innovation on Pro League, even though he lost. But he knows this map perfectly. So the way he's playing now is like also aggressive but safe. It's perfect combination now. Like sometimes he's being aggressive, sometimes he's being safe. So Johnny cannot guess where his main army is. So he keep losing his Viking and Medivac and main army, even main army.
He scans, but like I mean, you know the army's there, man.
Yeah.
Kind of a waste. Woodamine's trying to get to the front lines, get some shots off. The Viking count has grown quite large underneath this, but there's Archons and Stalkers trying to pick them off. However, SOS may have over-dedicated to this engagement. A terrible position to go down. The Stalkers are not enough to take out the Vikings. The Colossus are raining hell from above, but Journey loses so many SCVs to this. Zealots got the mineral line. The Commanders almost did. GG. That looked really cool for a second. For a moment, you're like, oh, Journey's going to hold.